Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Divide. I'm going to shuffle the deck, split it in half, and then you pick a number, 1 or 2. And that will be your message for the week. We have 9 of Cups in the reverse for 1, 10 of Pentacles for 2. Number 1. You may have to look at sacrificing something that you thought you wanted to get to what you ultimately need. It's not necessarily that you lost your way, but there is a pivot that's needed in this situation. You have divine support, but you're not fully understanding the guidance that you're receiving, or there's something off about how you're enacting what you believe you've received. High Priestess in reverse, confirmation. And that's why something is not manifesting as quickly or how you thought it would. Oh, so that tried to go with the other card. Someone purposely was trying to make you believe a false narrative about yourself or about a situation, and it's making you feel like you don't have as many options as you actually have. You have the key and you have the tools. You're just not using the tools in the all the way right way, but you know how. It's just because of someone else's influence, you're believing you don't know how to use the tools in the right way, but you already do. You're feeling kind of defeated when it comes to figuring out what it is that I'm talking about, though. Or you're feeling defeated because you know the piece that I'm talking about and you're not sure how to correct it. It's all in your mind. You're worrying about something, not too much, but you keep circling back to the same worry without coming up with a solution on the way. And there's only one option here. It's in order to gain clarity is to not keep going on the circle without a solution. There needs to be a solution implemented into the cycle. So that you can ground yourself and also check your environment. It could be either the people that you're spending time with or your environment in general just isn't supporting either the space for creativity or the space for flow. Yeah, not grounded. There's a need to really ease back into, it's almost like you've escaped your body from stress and now you're trying to get back down to ground yourself in your heart space. See how it's green? But you're having trouble making it through the mind center. Why is that? You're feeling defeated. Why are you feeling defeated? Okay, because you planted seeds and they have not sprouted yet. That does not necessarily mean that you wasted time. It just means that divine timing is trying to teach you something else before those seeds sprout. How to take your power back. How to take your divine authority back and to speak more with divine authority, speak more confidently about those seeds so that they do plant and so that they do sprout, and to make sure that you're being very careful and cautious with who you let in on your plans or your ideas. You're taking a different path, and the people who may have wanted to stop you in the past or not see you take that path, they may be the ones who try and get you to self-sabotage right now. But don't do that. Keep moving forward. You have divine support. Yeah, it's like they want to implement that self-doubt, but it doesn't matter because this came first. You're already moving forward. They're going to try and get you to not be able to enjoy it as much as you move forward because you put that heavy burden down. Those who don't get to come with you to the next chapter of elevation may try and get you to self-sabotage back down to their level. Try and avert you from that victory, but the victory is already yours. They may try and manipulate you to avert you from the victory, but the victory is already yours. See how she's tied up, but she's not actually tied up. That's a mirror. Don't project yourself as trapped just because certain seeds have not sprouted yet. It likely was that there was people in your energy who weren't meant to come with you as those seeds started to nourish the ground around. So certain people would have prevented that soil from staying good soil. They had to be removed first, people from your past. And the past is where they need to stay right now, because they will try and make you not lose control, but lose control over your internal dialogue. That's what they want to attack. They feel like if they can attack your internal dialogue, they can bring you back down to their level. But the light is already on. You've already done the inner work. The only one who can stand in your way is yourself. So walk away from anyone who tries to prevent you from the knowledge that you already have. You are the one that's shining the light in this situation. And you don't necessarily need to do more than you've already done to call in the manifestation. Now it's just cutting out the pieces that don't belong with you in that chapter. The only thing that can prevent you from stepping into that chapter would be looking back instead of looking ahead. That's all. Pile 2. Okay, so are we talking about family here or business? So you're healing from something that happened with a group or family or friends, someone who was close to you. You're beginning to really take off on your healing from what happened. You're taking a leap of faith on yourself, and that's why. They may come back with an offer that doesn't feel genuine, or an apology that doesn't feel sincere, or you may be hoping for one and it's not coming right now. So it's kind of if you're expecting it, it's not coming. If you're not expecting it, it may come in an inauthentic way. Because the betrayal or the sabotage, they're recognizing you may soon find out about it. Because you have higher support, higher knowledge, higher guidance, higher perspective. Or someone could be giving you a message about what people around you have done against you. They don't want you to see the truth of a situation, so that you don't heal from it all the way. They feel like if they can leave you questioning shoulda, coulda, woulda, or is this true or that true, that it'll prevent you from getting out of their reach when it comes to healing. They don't want to see that happening. They want to keep their secrets secret. But they know that when you learn the truth, it's going to help you get out of your head, which helps you get out of your own way when it comes to further or deeper healing. Because you stayed very committed. They can tell that you are willing to put in whatever effort needs to happen to break free from the chains of the past here. And that scares them. They don't. Red light, stop. And also, this would be your independence making them want to get you back in their grip. They don't want you to exceed the lid that they put on your potential. Exceed the lid that they put on your potential, but look, you're already up there. They're like, okay, we're gonna try and block your head, and you're like, all right, I'll go feet first. It doesn't matter, you're not stopping for these people. And that's a tower for them. They don't like that. So as you transition forward, as you move into the next chapter, they are going to try and bring you down to their vibration, or they are going to try, this is imbalance, reckless imbalance. So they may try and throw you curveballs so that you become imbalanced, or they may try and tip the scales of your reality so that there are imbalanced situations that you have to deal with, or unfair situations that you have to deal with in your environment. This is like party's over, where they may have just kind of been letting you go before. They may try and kind of step in and prevent you from moving beyond their reach. but you already put in the work for your next chapter. So there's no real way that they can stop you short of getting you to self-sabotage. There is still something that needs to be cut away so you can step into the next chapter, and that's why you haven't yet. Anything that doesn't support your light, anyone who makes you feel like you're questioning yourself, anyone who makes you feel like what you know in your heart is right, they make you feel like it's questionable. You can still hope they eat, but just not at your table. This is about a season of discernment. You are creating the magic here. That's the light that's going into this whirlwind. As soon as you cut away that which cannot come with you, you create magic out of that decision. Because they didn't want to see you win. Not everyone wants to see you win. And it's almost like there's someone in your circle that doesn't want to see you win, and you kind of know about it. Maybe you really know about it, but you've been kind of hesitating to make a decision here. It's like as soon as you make a final decision saying, I am worthy of better than this, you kind of start to create this whirl of manifestation because you achieve a higher perspective and you release what was hurting the flow of manifestation coming into you. It may not happen instantly, and it may not require actual communication with this person. You may not have to say, hey, you're cut off, but not allowing them to access your energy is enough. Not allowing them to have a loudspeaker in your mind that deters you from positive internal dialogue. Cutting that cord is enough. Justice. That's all you need to do. You don't need to actually have a conversation and say, hey, you're not good for me. In this scenario, silence is louder. Yeah, no argument, avoiding conflict. Because again, this is like, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to put my energy into something that I know is only going to drain me or deplete me. I'm going to go quickly towards, that's a motorcycle, so anything that will help propel me forward. And cut out anyone who doesn't want to see you creating and manifesting in that next chapter. Anyone who would try and sabotage that. Cut them out. Goodbye, cut them out. Devil in reverse. Take back your divine authority when it comes to you knowing that the decisions that you make, as long as you sit with them and you are feeling like this is what my soul is telling me to do, continue forward. Break away from any chains holding you back. No matter what place that person held in your life previously. Because you do not want to have a false start, because something is trying to come in for you, but if it comes in and you haven't cut away what needs to be cut out yet, it may result in a bit of a fresh or a false start until you make the choice to choose yourself. That will land you in this stable and secure energy once again, but only after a false start. So either you cut the person out or cut the person's energy out and then the manifestation comes in and you get to just coast, or you don't and the manifestation comes in and you may have a bit of a false start where you have to go back and address someone who doesn't really want to see you winning. So it's up to you whether you're going to call judgment before or after. Either way, you don't need the validation or confirmation from this person. You provide that for yourself. You create the flow because you already put in the work and the effort, and this is just a little spiritual test so you can show yourself how ready you are. So that not bad karma, but a bad decision here will kind of mess up your ability to focus on your priorities. Basically, if the manifestation comes in and you haven't made the decision to cut out certain people who don't want to see you win, after the manifestation comes in is when they will try and sabotage you. It's not that it's going to work because your priorities are straight, but it is going to be frustrating, and it will cause you to have to turn away from your focus to deal with that and then hop back to it. That's that false start. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to worry and stress, because it's time for you to really be in and share your growth, your healing, and your light. Have a good week.